Don't fight it, it's coming for your money. It's only this morning, don't care what comes after. You have a fever dream, can't you see it getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flying open. It's a picture in the puppet and your blood devotion. There's something breaking at the brick of every wall. It's holding on, it's not. So tell me, do you want to go? We're carried on. We're the runaways of modern night. Impossible come true. It's taking over you. We won't come down. And the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come true. It's taking over you. Colossal, we call these renegades in the rain. They're the lost get found in the ground of the circus cage. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, what it is. It's only this morning, forget what goes to stop. It's bright and shining, anything that you know. Just surrender, cause you're coming and you wanna go. We're coming on the color night. We're the runaways of modern tonight. Intoxicating you. We won't come down. The sun can't stop us now. Watching it come true. It's taking over you. It's ripping you everyone. It's ripping you ever need. As head right in front of you. This is where you wanna be. It's ripping you everyone. It's ripping you ever need. As head right in front of you. Just who you wanna be. This is the greatest show. Impossible comes true. It's taking over you. This is the greatest show. We won't come down. Can't stop us now. Watching it come true. It's taking over you. Everything you want is right in front of you. And you see the impossible is coming true. But you always can't stop us now.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the closing ceremonies for HAMUN 47. Thank you so much for joining us for this year's conference. We are about to present the awards to some of our most outstanding delegates. The first award is GA Plenary.
All right, hi everyone. My name is Ross Trevisano, and this week I had the honor of chairing the General Assembly Plenary Committee. We had vigorous debate on what to set the agenda to, and finally settled on the very niche and ever obscure topics of tackling poverty and climate change. However, debate was so substantive on the former of the two that we didn't even get to the second topic. I'm also pleased to report that we were able to successfully pass 3 of the 4 introduced resolutions on those 2 topics, or on the 1 topic. This was my 26th Model UN conference and my 9th year at HAMUN. Certainly a fitting potential end to my time here. So thanks to all our delegates for a great 2 days. Choosing awards was an incredibly difficult task. And without further ado, best position paper goes to Sweden from Roundtop Carmine High School. Something in my eye, sorry. Honorable mention goes to Benin from Hightower High School. Outstanding delegate goes to Kingdom of Bahrain from the Woodlands High School. And best delegate goes to United States from Seven Lakes High School. Promise I'm not crying. I legitimately have something in my eye.
Ecofin.
Our committee at Ecofin this year was full of ups and downs, various different ideas and views on how we should approach our topics, being the embezzlement of government funds, as well as creating sustainable development in developing and underdeveloped nations. In spite of all that, we managed to get 3 resolutions passed, 1 tackling embezzlement and 2 others tackling the development issue. I can say with certainty that our committee was full of many different ideas being presented, so many ups and downs. And now I'll go on to present our awards. So our first award being the Research Award goes to Saudi Arabia from the Village High School. Our second award, the honorable mention, goes to Equatorial Guinea from St. Agnes Academy. Next, we have the Outstanding Delegate Award, which goes to El Salvador from Seven Lakes High School. Lastly, we have our Best Delegate, which goes to Croatia. Thank you.
Who?
Hello, I'm Nithya Shenoy, and I was the vice chair for the World Health Organization. This HAMUN, we discussed the allocation and accessibility of medical resources as well as mental health. For the first topic, accessibility, we passed 2 resolutions, as was the same for the second one. Chairing this committee was a fantastic experience, and it was wonderful to see all the delegates come together to come up with innovative and really creative solutions. Without further ado, I'll begin by announcing the Research Award. We gave the Research Award to Australia from the Woodlands High School. Honorable mention goes to Singapore from Memorial High School. Outstanding delegate goes to Eritrea from Hightower High School. And best delegate is awarded to the United States of America from Seven Lakes High School. Thank you.
UNHRC.
This year, I had the honor of chairing the United Nations Human Rights Council. I had a great group of delegates from all over the world, and we discussed issues such as the resettlement of Afghan refugees and the legal status of the Nagorno-Karabakh. We had 2 resolutions passed on both matters, and they really put in a lot of work, and I'm very proud of the work that they have done to resolve these. in the sessions. Now, for the first award, the best paper, or the best research award is Tunisia of St. John's High School. For honorable mention is Armenia of Hightower School. For outstanding delegate is Belarus of John Cooper School. And of best delegate is Libya of Hightower High School. Congratulations.
Arctic Council.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is New Nguyen, and I had the honor of chairing for the Arctic Council this weekend. The committee discussed the important issues of endangered species and Arctic mining and resource extraction. We passed a total of 6 proposed resolutions and successfully combated reverse global warming in which the world freezes. And now I would like to announce the awards. The research award goes to the Nordic Council from the Woodlands High School. Honorable mention goes to Russia from Summer Creek High School. Outstanding delegate goes to India from St. John's High School. And lastly, our best delegate award goes to China from Glenda Dawson High School.
Commission on the Status of Women.
Hello, my name is Niam Gertis, and I was the chair for the Commission on the Status of Women. They discussed 2 very important topics, the first being the elimination of gender-based violence, and the second being closing the gender-based wealth gap. They passed a total of 4 resolutions, and they did so calling for education, legal, and policy frameworks, short-term and long-term solutions, and more. We're very proud of how far they came in the span of just 2 days. And now I'm going to announce the awards. The research award goes to the Republic of Korea from Cypress High School. The honorable mention goes to Kenya from the Village School. Outstanding delegate goes to Norway from Woodlands High School. Best delegate goes to Haiti from the Village School. Thank you very much. It was an honor chairing.
United Nations Office for Outer Space Affairs.
UNUSA had quite the busy day in the office today. So they tackled the very difficult prospects that are involved in when it comes to making regulation that is strict enough for things to get done, but not too strict as nations were not to abide by it. And these are centered around the issues of the future commercialization of space, of which they are released 2 resolution papers on, and the militarization of space, of which they released 1 strong, very well put resolution. They rapidly broke the regulations that they themselves put once they were tasked with colonizing the moon in the interest of their organizations, as they did whatever they could in order to assure its success on the mission to the moon. And this led to essentially what is now a stalemate in the stars between the resistance that's left on the moon and the new Imperium now flying around in space, with the home that they come from, Earth, being a nuclear wasteland. So another successful day on the office, I'd say. This merits some rewards, which begin with the best position paper from ISRO from Shadow Creek High School. Your honorable delegate is from the CNES from Glenda Dawson High School. Your outstanding delegate is NASA from Woodland High School. And your best delegate is Roscosmos from Woodland High School. Thank you.
United National International Children's Fund. ILO.
Hi, everybody. My name is Achal Kulkarni, and I was the chair for the ILO. The delegates tackled issues relating to wealth inequality, rights and powers of union workers, and a crisis of violent riots in Austria. So for everyone's favorite awards, For honorable delegate, it goes to the Czech Republic from Clearbrook's High School. Outstanding delegate goes to the Russian Federation from the Village School, and the best delegate award goes to Austria from the Village School.
FAO.
Good afternoon. My name is Nathaniel and I have the honor of chairing the Food and Agricultural Organization. The FAO discussed managing GMOs, regulating them, and ensuring the sustainability of food and agriculture. The body passed 3 resolutions calling for the creation of a subgroup responsible for approving genetically modified seeds, making sure farmers were educated about GMOs, and encouraging research for sustainable agriculture. Thank you, delegates, for making my first time staffing wonderful, and a big shout out to my Vice Chair, Christina. It wasn't easy at all to choose these awards, but it had to be done. And now I would like to announce the awards for FAO. Best position paper goes to Bangladesh from Barbers Hill High School. Honorable mention goes to India from Clear Springs High School. Outstanding delegate goes to South Korea from Katy High School. And the best delegate award goes to Bosnia and Herzegovina from Clearbrook High School. Thank you and congratulations.
NGO Forum.
Good evening, delegates. I have the privilege of chairing the non-governmental organization committee. We discussed issues of current COVID treatment and post-COVID relief. We began fundraising for financial relief when it comes to the treatment and medical supplies needed, and somehow ended up fighting for Jeff Bezos' money, but that's how it ends, doesn't it? And now I would like to announce the awards for the NGO committee. Honorable mention goes to Womankind Worldwide from Bridgeland High School. Outstanding delegate goes to International Rescue Committee from Cy Ranch High School. And Best Delegate Award goes to National Police Accountability Project from Stephen F. Austin High School.
Security Council.
Hi all. The chair for the Security Council is unfortunately unable to make it at the moment. However, he has left some notes for me along with the ability to announce your awards. He says that the members of the Security Council developed some of the most elaborate position papers he's ever seen, especially during the first day, while also balancing their personality and eagerness to enjoy this discussion with their peers. He loved seeing them learn different ways to approach their colleagues throughout the course of the 4 sessions and growing to understand the importance of establishing meaningful personal connections and respectful dialogue. Now, without further ado, for the United Nations Security Council, honorable mention is India from Hightower High School. For outstanding delegate, Kenya from Hightower High School. And for best delegate, Estonia from St. John's High School. Thank you all.
Committee for the Disarmament and International Security.
Good afternoon, all. My name is Chandler Adam Scott, and over the past 2 days, my co-chair Grace Yetter and I had the absolute privilege of chairing the Disarmament and International Security DISEC Committee. Our fantastic delegates submitted 6 and passed 4 resolutions ranging from substantive policy about ending waves of cybercrime around the world and ensuring security to forming renegade unions and bombing delegates we didn't like so much. It was very hard to decide honors in such a great committee, but without further ado, I'd like to announce the awards for DISEC. From Glenda Dawson High School for Research Award, Saudi Arabia. From the Village School, honorable mentions go to the Solomon Islands. For Outstanding Delegate from the Audi International School, Turkey. And for Best Delegate from John Cooper School, Israel. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.
Phoebus Cartel.
Hello, my name is Tyler Burkhart. I was the crisis director for the Phoebus Cartel Crisis Committee. In that committee today, we had a lot of fun making light bulbs, playing with anthrax, instigating the Soviet Union, and eventually preventing the Second World War. Now, without much further ado, I'll jump into the awards, beginning with the honorable mention, which goes to the delegate Pierre Denise from Shadow Creek High School. For the outstanding delegate, the award goes to Fritz Phillips of Kingwood High School, and our best delegate for the Phoebus Cartel was Anton Phillips of Seven Lake High School. Thank you, delegates.
One Piece Pirate Committee.
Hello, I am Joseph Babu. I was the crisis director for the One Piece Pirate Committee. I was very surprised to see that all the members of this committee were first-time members to crisis, and I was very excited to see their endeavor. Even though they were unable to save their fellow ally Ace, they were able to avenge him with a record-breaking, I don't even know, broke HAMUN's record of most directives per hour. And I would like to reward them with their treasure for this endeavor. So with further ado, outstanding delegate goes to Diamond Jozu of Episcopal School, sorry. And best delegate goes to Monkey D. Luffy of Village School.
One Piece Marine Committee.
Hello, my name is Jawad Kazi, and I was the crisis director for the One Piece Joint Crisis Marines Committee. We had an amazing crisis with an array of amazing crisis members who worked diligently to produce 9 directives and ultimately execute the protagonist's brother Ace. Indeed, we were successful in our endeavors when launching Ace out of a Pokemon ball onto the moon. Of course, every single member of the crisis was amazing, but there were 2 that truly stood out. I would like to present the Outstanding Delegate Award to Sakazuki Akainu from the Houston Quran Academy. And I would like to present the Best Delegate Award to Borsellino Kizaru from the Round Top Carmine High School. Thank you guys so much for making this such a wonderful committee, and I hope you all have a good day.
Atlantis of the Sands.
Hello, my name is Ali Mustafa, and I am the crisis director of Atlantis of the Sands, the search for the lost city of Ubar, the city which has captivated historians, archaeologists, and storytellers for centuries. And it's a real story. It is, and we had the objective of discovering these dangerous devices that were lying in the desert, as well as discovering the city, whether it existed or not. Is it real? Is it fantasy? What is the reality behind it? Big shout out to my crisis staffer, Teresa, for helping with the entire storytelling. And the awards are as follows. Honorable mention is Sayyid Ali Murtaza from St. John's School. Outstanding delegate is Hamza El Amin from Strake Jesuit College Preparatory. And the best delegate award goes to Feroz Golzar from the Village School. Again, delegates, well done, excellent efforts, and I hope to see you all next year. Thank you.
Next up will be the SOCM chair presenting.
Okay. Sorry, give me a moment. Someone had called my name. But okay, so in SOCM, we had discussed the importance of educating women in the MENA region, the protections of indigenous populations, and how to save the world in light of the 91 DVOC pandemic. I was surprised by their general seriousness, creativity, and altogether tenacity. And here are just a few of the best delegates in a pool of exceptional candidates. So for the best research, I had Nigeria from Travis High School. For my honorable mention, I had Singapore from Memorial High School. For my outstanding delegate, I had Sweden from Round Top Carmine High School. And for my best delegate, I had Russia from Travis High School.
My name is okay. Hi everyone, my name is Nini. I was the chair for the legal committee. And I was very blessed to have some of the best delegates I've ever seen, and most of them were very new, so I'm very happy that all of them were able to participate. So without further ado, to best research paper, I'm awarding it to Switzerland from Hightower High School. For honorable mention, we have New Zealand from Cyridge. For outstanding delegate, we chose Germany from Clear Springs. And then for our best delegate, we chose Lesotho from the Village School.
Hello, my name is Zach Engelhart. I was the chair of Interpol. We had a great discussion over police corruption and police militarization. We passed 5 resolutions and countless notices, including a notice about a crime syndicate that was fabricated out of thin air. But for the awards, the research award goes to Greece from the St. John's School. Honorable mention goes to Switzerland from the Woodlands High School. Outstanding delegate goes to Ireland from the St. John's School. And best delegate goes to South Africa from the St. John's School. Thank you.
UNICEF.
My name is Amulia Bhaskara, and I serve as the chair for UNICEF. In UNICEF, delegates work diligently and passionately to develop resolutions regarding both child education and child marriage and trafficking. In total, this committee passed 5 resolutions introducing a variety of systemic, education-based, political, and security measures to address the problems facing children today. As a chair, I'm very proud of their commitment and determination and congratulate all of them for their progress. Without further delay, here are the awards. The Research Award for UNICEF goes to Ireland from Village School. Honorable mention goes to Kenya from Fort Bend Christian Academy. Outstanding delegate goes to Croatia from Clements. And finally, best delegate goes to Afghanistan from Village School. Congratulations to all delegates.
Day of Infamy, 2048, United States.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joe Verghese, and I am the Crisis Director for the Day of Infamy 2048 crisis. This crisis is set in the future, where China and Russia launches a surprise attack on American forces in the Pacific in a similar fashion to what Japan did in World War II, with territories such as Hawaii and Guam being taken over by China and Russia. The delegates in both committees worked hard and passed a grand total of 23 directives to address the issues at hand, while at the same time working through intrigues such as assassination attempts, America being flooded with drugs, Brazil being invaded by the CIA, and Russia changing sides not once, but twice. In the end, America regained control over Hawaii, and Taiwan was taken over by China. The war ended with an inconclusive result and an uneasy peace between China, America, and Russia. And now for what we all have been waiting for, the awards. For Central Kingdom, honorable mention goes to Fei Chan of the Seven Lakes High School. Outstanding delegate goes to Admiral Dong Jun from Audi International. And best delegate goes to Shu Lan Lee from Glenda Dawson High School. For the United States, honorable mention goes to Johannes Maines from the LSA. Outstanding delegate goes to General Sean Buck from Audi International. And best delegate goes to Carrie Shin from Glenda Dawson High School. Thank you very much. It was an honor being your crisis director.
The Crusades.
Hello, everyone. My name is Christopher Gearing, and today it was my honor to be the crisis director of one half of the Joint Crusades Crisis Committees. I was crisis directing for the Papal Coalition or Holy Roman Empire half of the committee. This committee centered around the First Crusade to Jerusalem in the late 1090s and early 1100s. This committee was a roller coaster, although we started off a little bit slow. Things quickly picked up speed, and this was a fantastic battle committee, resulting in the brief occupation of Jerusalem by Crusader forces before it fell once again into the hands of the Islamic Empire. I'd like to send, first of all, a huge shout out and thanks to my co-crisis director, Topher Pham, who you will hear from next, and to our crisis staffers and the chair for my committee, Miriam, who did an amazing job as a first-time chair. And again, shouting out all of the amazing delegates who participated in our committee. With that, our honorable mention goes to Mohammed One of Toronto from Plano West Senior High School. Our outstanding delegate goes to Walter Sands-Avoir from Strake Jesuit College Preparatory. And our best delegate goes to Raymond de St. Gilles from the Village School. Congratulations to everyone.
The
afternoon,
Crusades Islamic Empire.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Christopher Pham, and I had the elite honor of being the crisis director for the Crusades, the Islamic Empire Committee. And defending the Holy Land is very hungry, hard work, but none worked harder than the delegates in the Islamic Empire, as we, despite having to face with freak storms that would wipe out all of our fleets, or Greek fire that the Crusaders happened to pull out of their back pocket to turn the tide of battle, we were able to successfully defend the Holy Land of Jerusalem, even if we had to sacrifice a little bit of the Islamic Empire to achieve this. I would like to give a real shout out to our crisis staff, Kyle and Joseph, who helped me run this and made sure everything was very smooth. And on to the awards. Our honorable mention goes to Tulum from Clements High School. Our outstanding delegate is Taj Al-Mulk from the Village High School. And our best delegate is Kilij Arslan, or Soral, from Stephen F. Austin High School. Thank you so much for participating in our Crusades Committee.
Second Punic War.
Hello, everyone. Don't worry, we're last. This committee made my year and made up for last year. During the course of Hannibal's invasion of Italy, we went from bloody battle to bloodier victory. While we didn't kill off quite as many delegates as I would have liked, I'm proud to report that this group was some of the most intelligent, clever, and thoughtful that I've ever had the pleasure of working with. Their directives were detailed in many ways almost foolproof, but we always managed to find ways to fool them in the end, I'm proud to mention. Of course, after the war was finished, the committee immediately devolved into squabbling about tax policy, which really shows that over 2,000 years, politics doesn't change. With that, I'd like to go into our awards. First of all, the research award goes to Cornelia Scipio from the Village School. The honorable mention goes to Livius Salinator from Woodlands High School. The outstanding delegate is Gaius Flaminius from the Village School. And our best delegate is Appius Claudius from Clements.
And now for the awards for Best Small and Large Delegation.
Before announcing best large and small delegation, I'd like to first say congratulations to all the delegates that won awards today and the ones walking away with a great conference experience, which I'm hoping is all of you. And thank you to all the staffers that gave amazing introductions, especially Second Punic War. And so now to announce the large delegation. The large delegation award goes to the Village High School. And the small delegation award goes to Round Top Carmine High School. And now I'm gonna be passing it on to the head of the Andrea Flynn Scholarship Committee, Ray Balch.
Can you hear me? Okay, good. Computer's acting up again. My name is Ray Balch and I'm chairman of the scholarship committee. And one of the great pleasures I have is in awarding the Andrea Flynn Scholarship. Andrea Flynn was the lady who founded the Houston Area Model UN. And I remember when I was a junior at the University of Houston, I was taking an international organization class. And I and some other classmates were asked to go to Memorial High School and talk to the students there because a teacher named Andrea Flynn was setting up a simulation of the United Nations, and she wanted us to talk to the students, give them information about the UN. Little did I know that from that classroom simulation would come the Houston Area Model UN, and little did I realize that for the next 46 years, I would be involved in Model UN, first as a sponsor at Galena Park High School and later at the Episcopal High School, and now as a member of the Board of Governors. As always, we had any number of outstanding delegates who had applied for the scholarship. It was a tough decision, but we finally made our choice. The winner, and by the way, the scholarship is $1,911 because that's the year Andrea Flynn was born. The winner is Jordan Lucille Stanley from Round Top Carmine High School. Congratulations.
Sorry for that. I was on
There we
mute.
go.
I'd like to say congratulations to the scholarship winner. And before moving it on to Matthew, a few closing remarks from my side. I'd like to thank all the OSG members that helped put together this conference this year. And that includes Alyssa, our chief of staff this year, Olivia, our USG of registration, and thank you for all our sponsors with working with us this year. And Maria, our USG of public relations, Arthur, our other chief of staff, and Ross and Arslan, our OSG from last year. This truly was a great opportunity working with HAMUN, and I will always be thankful to the board for giving me this opportunity. And without further ado, I'd like to pass it to Matthew to announce next year's section.
And now for the chairman of the Board of Governors.
Good afternoon and welcome to the end of HAMUN 47. I hope you all had a wonderful experience and will be able to take something away with you for use in your future endeavors. To the seniors, congratulations on being one day closer to the next chapter of your life. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you as a staff member next year at HAMUN 48. To our freshmen, I hope this experience was enriching for you and you have not been completely scared off or terrified of what is Model UN. Model UN is such an amazing experience, and if you talk to anyone, they do not regret spending time with us over their high school career. And we look forward to seeing your growth and development over the next 3 years as you leave as seniors at our HAMUN 50, which is rapidly approaching. Sponsors, thank you for everything. Chatting with our staff, about their Model UN experiences in high school, one of the first things they always mention is how their sponsor impacted them. I know my sponsor impacted me in a positive way, and I know you have all as well impacted your students, both present and past. Delegates, if you have not yet, please thank your sponsor for the work they have done and will continue to do for others. Now I come to one of the saddest and most enjoyable parts of my job. Hamsini, thank you for all that you have done for HAMUN. It is one thing to plan a conference. It is another to fill out that plan and get a new one together in just a few weeks, which you were able to do. HAMUN 47 would not have happened without your leadership and ability to stay calm during a wave of last-minute changes. As the time of one Secretary General ends, we look forward to HAMUN 48, which we will do everything we can to be an in-person conference. Therefore, on behalf of the Board of Governors for Houston area Mighty Nations, I'm happy to announce our next Secretary General, a graduate of Incarnate Word Academy in Houston, Texas, and a student at the University of Texas, Austin, welcome horns, Alyssa Caver. Congratulations.
Thank you all so much for this opportunity. I am looking forward to HAMUN 48, hopefully here at the University of Houston. I would like to give my greatest thanks to Matthew Moore, the chairman of the Board of Governors, who just spoke, as you know, and to Hamsini for being an inspiration and a fantastic Secretary General for HAMUN 47. And without further ado, are there any points or motions on the floor from this room of staffers I see? That's a motion to end conference. That is in order.
Motion is passed. Thank you all for coming and have a great afternoon.